Hi, APS 1012. My name is Gurpreet Sidhu. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Armstrong for providing me the opportunity to self-evaluate, to do the critical review, and to work on my positive and my strength and my weak points. So my topic was knowledge management for maintenance activities in the manufacturing sector, especially in automotive industries. So let's start the critical review. So in section A, in problem and issue topic, so my paper clearly identified the problem. In an abstract, the problem is identified that how the knowledge maintenance management and the maintenance in a manufacturing sector are linked together. They are inextricably linked. They cannot be separated from each other. And it also gives the view that if the knowledge is not managed properly in an industry, how that going to affect the maintenance and how that going to affect the production and the quality of the product or the service. What gonna be the effects on the whole organization. This everything is mentioned in the abstract, and it also shows in abstract that the perception regarding the maintenance that it is a necessary evil and it has to be done, and it cannot be avoided, has been changed through the advent of new technologies, new strategies, and now it can be better planned, controlled, reduced, and even there are better way of performing the maintenance. In another part, an assumption. So my paper definitely analyzed and critiqued the assumption made by the authors, especially, for example, when they proposed a solution to make a knowledge warehouse for better knowledge management. I critiqued that warehouse, and I proposed a solution that how we can make that knowledge warehouse better. For example, if there is a knowledge warehouse but it's not updated, or it's not available for every employee or who is a person who is working on a product or a service, there's no point of making a knowledge warehouse. So there's still the knowledge won't be available to each and every employee and cannot be reached or used or accessed whenever it's needed. So in this section, I believe I did an extraordinary job for sure. For in section B, so my paper definitely analyzed where is kind of maintenance, what other maintenance are. For example, here is the flow chart, says maintenance, planned, unplanned, and the paper also explained what planned maintenance is, what unplanned maintenance is, what are the effects and the impacts of a planned maintenance and unplanned maintenance on the production or on the quality on a manufacturing industry. So everything is explained in my paper. And regarding the position and a different kind of perspectives. So in this, I critiqued the point of view of the author. For example, when the author said that the best way to manage the knowledge in industry is through a performance evaluation, I critiqued it, and I gave the positive and the negative points of having performance evaluation as a method of knowledge management. I also included my personal experience. I used my experience in saying that performance evaluation is not only one method to better manage the knowledge. There are many other methods. For example, the tech knowledge, which is intangible asset and which cannot be just transferred or coded into one person to another person. It is the knowledge that is gained by experience when a person works on a different roles through a time. So that knowledge is usually like a person holds it, and that knowledge can be codified, it can be documented through a different method. For example, a discussion forum, for example, a meetings or QA sessions. So this kind of assumption are critiqued in the paper. So in this section, I believe I could have done more better because I only critique the views of author and I only critique the views of mine. So I use my experience. Maybe some other person have a different perspective. Maybe some other person has a different point of view. So I should have contacted other person probably. Definitely, I will contact next time if I have to write. I will contact and I will improve on that. That's my kind of weak point, or let's say I need to work on this for sure. So that I won't say it's level 4, but I will say level 3. In the next section is the credibility over sources. So for this paper, I did a lot of research and I went on a University of Toronto website in a library. I did research on that. Plus, we have a module too for the knowledge management. I went through all the notes and lecture videos of Professor Armstrong. I also went to a public library. I did and study some research papers on knowledge management. Plus, the discussion that we have on a Quarkus, that was also a big source of knowledge. Plus, I have experience in a maintenance department because I worked on different roles. So all the information or evidence, examples, for example, I use example of CNC machine that I had experience. And I also use examples of how the communication is causing issue in knowledge management and maintenance from day shift to afternoon shift and night shift. That's my personal experience. So all the information that I use is a credible source. So definitely I will give myself a level 4. Uh, in next section is a conclusion and a problem. So all the limitations, all the proposed methods, the theories that offered by authors are critically done. For example, when performance evaluation is saying the DA can be used uh, for for the knowledge management. So it can be used, but it is thoroughly discussed in a paper that why it is not only the best method to manage the knowledge, because most of the time it's the tech knowledge that helps. Performance evaluation comes when the people, there is no team environment, when there is not a good environment in a company where knowledge sharing or teamwork is not kind of encouraged, then performance evaluation comes. But if that there is teamwork, if the knowledge share is encouraged, it's appreciated, or is motivated in a company or in industry, so then you don't need to go for a performance evaluation. If yes, a person is willingly hold on information, doesn't share the knowledge with other people, maybe because he or she doesn't want to lose the place of importance, or maybe he or she doesn't want to say they want to look more better than other person, maybe any other reason, then we can go for performance evaluation and say, okay, this needs to be done and this needs to be done. Why this is not done? Then we can take an disciplinary action. Regarding the integrations, all ideas, all the discussion, all the points are very coherently integrated into the paper. So everything is divided. For example, it's analysis and a critique. In the third part, all the critique is done. The motive of the paper has been discussed. What is discussed, that what is the more focus on a DEA, what is DEA, data development analysis, then the tech knowledge, what is the tech knowledge that is written here, is the professional knowledge experience that an individual acquires while working in a different roles and different projects throughout his or her life. So everything is coherently integrated into the paper. So definitely I will rate myself a level 4 into this section. Regarding creativity, so definitely my paper has more creative ideas. As I said, authors were mostly focused on performance evaluation. But to me, uh, performance evaluation is not only the one way to better manage the knowledge management. For example, what you can do, you can reward people, the person who is sharing the knowledge, you can reward that person, you can promote that person, or you can give a kind of a special recognition like employee of the month or employee of the week, right? Or you can say he's a team lead, or he's a kind of say manager or something, like something can be done, or like $100 gift card can be done. So there are more creative ideas. QA session can be done, like where new employees can come and ask the problems and ask for solutions. Experienced employees can share their information and say, this can be done in this way, this can be done in this way. There can be a presentation, there can be a discussion forum. So there are a lot many fresh ideas that I have included, original ideas I have included from my experience, which I want to see in my company as well. And I will definitely say that if other companies or other industries can implement these ideas, definitely their maintenance time gonna be much less, and their knowledge must be, or I could say, will be managed very efficiently. Regarding the communication in section F, so my paper is uses very simple language. It has new ideas, and it tries to maintain like the link between the knowledge management and the maintenance. How the better knowledge management can reduce the maintenance time and can reduce the unplanned or breakdown downtime. So definitely, I have to work on more on academic writing. My style, because English is not my first language, so I'm still trying to improve my academic writing style. So I won't give myself a level 4 in this. I will give a level 3, and I will try to improve myself day by day. I took a course, so I will take more steps toward this. So that was the end of my critical review. Thank you very much. And thanks for listening to me, and have a good one. Thank you.